Hello everyone, I hope you're feeling okay and enjoying your holidays. Okay, let's continue with Unit 4.2 on simplification of linear expressions. And you may refer to your textbook, page 115, okay, textbook 1A. Okay, let's go. Alright, so if I were to give you this expression, okay, how would you simplify it? So I have one apple over here, and then I have two apples and three apples, and you add them all up, right? So it's one apple plus two apples plus three apples. So what are you going to get? Okay, so you can see that they are all apples and they are therefore like terms. Okay, so now we can actually just simplify the expression by adding up the coefficients of the terms. So if I have 1 plus 2 plus 3, I will have the 6 apples. Okay, so you add the coefficients, right? We have 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, next example. If I were to change this story on apples to, let's say, x, so how would you simplify these linear algebraic expressions? So just like the apple story, we have 1x. Okay, so when we don't have any number, no coefficient here in front of the x, it doesn't mean that there's no coefficient. It means the coefficient is 1. Okay, so this is 1x plus 2x plus 3x. And they are all like terms because they are all having the variable x. Okay, so what do? We just simplify the expression by collecting all the coefficients, simplifying the coefficients. So we have 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be 6x. Okay, all right, so you can actually refer to the worked example 6 on page 116 on your textbook. Okay, all right, so this is the example actually. All right, it's in textbook 1A. Oops, forgot to put the A here. 1A. Okay. All right, so if you look at this example, you can see, for example, in part A, 7x minus 3x plus 2x, okay, they are all like terms, right? Because they are all having the same variable x. So what do? We are going to simplify the expression by adding up the coefficients. So we have 7 minus 3 plus 2. So if you put the coefficients together, you'll get 6, right? 7 minus 3 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. So 6x. What about part B? Part B, we also have like terms because they are all having the variable y, right? Each term has the variable y only, right? So what do? We are going to again simplify the coefficients. It's negative 5 plus 4 minus 6. Okay, so we have negative 7. Okay, once we simplify them. And let's go to the next example. So suppose I give you this expression to simplify. 1 apple plus 1 orange plus 2 apples plus 3 oranges. Okay, I can make it simple by writing it this way. So 1 apple plus 1 orange plus 2 apples plus 3 oranges. So of course, we will see that there are actually two different kinds of pictures here. We have apples and oranges. So we are going to group them up. So we group the like terms. Okay, we put the apples together and we put the oranges together. So what do we get? So we are going to take the coefficients of the like terms. For the apples, we have 1 plus 2. And for the oranges, we have 1 plus 3. So what do we get? Okay, so again, we are going to collect the the like terms, and then we are going to simplify the coefficients by adding them up. Yeah? So what do we get? 1 plus 2, we get 3. And 1 plus 3, we get 4. Okay? Okay, so now let's transfer this to algebraic expressions. So here we have x plus y plus 2x plus 3y. Now we can see that they are like terms. We have x plus 2x, they are like terms. And we have y plus 3y, they are also like terms. So we will group them, okay, group the like terms, so that we get this. So we have the x's together and we have the y's together. And now we simplify by working on the coefficients. So if you look at the coefficients, we have 1x plus 2x. Okay, what will we get? And we have 1y plus 3y. What will we get? And if you guessed the answer to be this, you are absolutely correct. So 1x plus 2x is 3x. 1y plus 3y is 4y. Okay, so let's look at example 12 on textbook 1A, page 117. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so now let's look at question part A. 3a plus 4b minus 2a plus 5b. We are going to group the like terms together. So we call them grouping, or we call them collect. Collect the like terms together. Okay, so we will have the 3a put together with the negative 2a, and 4b plus 5b will be together. So again, we are going to simplify the like terms by looking at the coefficients, right? So we have 3 here and we have negative 2 here. So 3 minus 2. And we have positive 4 here and positive 5 here. So it's 4 plus 5. Okay, so once we simplify, we get the final answer here. 3 minus 2, you get 1a, right? 3 minus 2 is 1. So when we have 1a, we don't write the 1. The 1 becomes invisible, becomes only a. 4 plus 5, we get 9. So we get 9b. Okay, what about part B? Same thing. Okay, so if you look at the question, we're going to collect the like terms together. Okay, but before that, let's look at this. Now, we have learned before that when we have a negative and a negative, and they multiply a negative and a negative number together, okay, negative sign and a negative number, we will get positive, right? So that's what we are going to do here. We have a negative and a negative next to each other. So when you multiply negative and negative, you'll get a positive 90. So that's why we have changed the negative 90 to a positive 90. So once we have this, we simplify it already. We can collect the like terms together. So like this. Okay, so we put all the m's together, and we have put the t's together here. And here, what about the 12 here? 12 is a starts with C, guys. What is this? What do we call this term? C for constant, right? So the constant is alone because it doesn't have any variable m or t, so it'll be alone. Okay, so for the m, we can simplify negative 3 plus 6. Okay, we get positive 3. And we can simplify for the t, negative 2 plus 9, which is same as 9 minus 2, which is 7. And the 12 is alone, so it will just be 12. Alright, so now we are going to check your understanding by doing a quiz.